Yo, yo, it's JSF. How y'all doing? So today I want to actually do my rain guide. And this video will probably be it'll probably be pretty long because I want to go over every move Rain has, except for Wave Dash because that move is banned. But I will go through his quote unquote competitive variations or tournament variations just to show what moves that, well, just because it'll show every move that way, right? Just kind of an easier way to do that. But I'm going to start with everything, general game plan, normals, and all that good stuff. If y'all like this content, please subscribe to the channel. So Rain is really good. He's a really good character. He's a really good character. Some people say top 10, some people say top tier. I don't really know. I don't really care. I just know that he's good and he's viable. I think that's all that matters right now. I think we should never want to get caught up in what's a top 5, top 10, but that's another argument. First thing about Rain, I want to just say his movement is OD. My wave dashing is ass and my hands are cold, but you know his movement is really good. Throw game is big with him. You have to throw with Rain. That's something I want to point out. You have to throw with this character. If you do not throw your opponents, you're not going to get the full benefit of playing this character. I have to point that out because it's really important early. Let's talk about his buttons. Down 1, 7 frame down 1. You know, whatever you would expect. His down 2 is fine. Doesn't go that high up in the air, but at the end of the day, it's a solid down 2. It's not bad, not great. I mean, I don't want to say not great. It's not bad, but it's not like the best in the game, right? Down 4. You know, -9 as all down 4 should be, but good range. It's like a Scorpion Sub-Zero type of poke, but a little bit less range. His down 3 is really good. As you can see, -7, but as I mentioned in the video before, there is a sweet spot with his down 4. There we go. I just did it. I screwed it up, but you can get it to be -4 from a decent range. What else we got? His jab, 7 frames. His jab string, 133 is really good. I'll probably talk more about it later, but yes. Got 10 frame mid string, back 2. This is -8, but it's still a stagger because it's just, think of it like Joker's forward 1. It's -8, 11 frame startup, but you can stagger with it. It's still a good stagger point. Still waiting for that. You can get them with this. Trust me, it's really good. I do it all the time. Forward 2. This is his whip punishing button. You can go into a grab, which is unsafe on block, or a low, which is completely safe with no gap. And the reason I know that this is his whip punishing button, right? The reason we all know this is his whip punishing button, because when you whip punish somebody, you get 31% unbreakable, which is really good. Every time I pick a character, I always say they have a button, which is like their best button. You know, I always point it out with every character, right? I'll say, your best button is this. This is your best button. Abuse this button or use this button. Rain's best button is 4-3. It's not 4-2, even though 4-2 is really good. It's also a stagger because you can go into this, you can go into the grab, or you can do this and be -6. It's super good. Be aware that people will jump though if you use this. If you try to, but that's just footsies 101, right? If you try to stick out a button like anything to whip punish, they're gonna jump a lot. So be worried about that. Standard 2 is good for anti-airing, but I'll get to that. This is Rain's best button. This is Rain's best button. This is Rain's best button. I don't know if everybody knows that, but if you play Rain and you're not using this move at least 5 times around, you better have them in the corner or something, like, because you gotta use this move. You have to. It's too good. It's too good. Before I get back to that, let me talk about the rest of them. Back 3-4. This is his low starter. Safe string, no gaps, -7 at point blank. Some characters with a 6 frame down 1 can punish, but you know. You can special cancel this. You know. Do I not? There we go. Yeah, you can special cancel it. You know, just so you know. He doesn't have any overheads, but you know, it doesn't really matter. Forward 4 is really good too. This button's really good. It's -4 all the time, and it's got some pushback. So usually you hit somebody with this and they think it's their turn, right? And they press a button and then you hit them with this, right? So let's talk. Oh, back 1, also back 1. Also a stagger. Rain has so many strings that he can stagger. Like, he can stagger this. His jab, obviously. Even the full jab string is -3 and cancelable. So, like, his jab string is really good. Yes, the last hit of 133 is a high, and they can duck it. Oh, wait. Hold on 1 second. That's not how I show that. So they can kill you for that, right? They can, 100%. So be aware of that, but you can also do this, and I know that there's like a somewhat universal flawless block timing to it, to doing both, but you can just grab. Or you can go into your mid string. Like the mid string has an ender right there, -4 will push back, but it has a gap. Be aware of that as well. What else was I about to talk about? His 4-3 is amazing. You know, he's got his range isn't the best. He's not like Spawn with the range, but it isn't as bad as you think, right? Because like being able to hit from here is decent range, but you got to know people from here are gonna want to jump, right? Your down 2 it'll be jumping clean. Good down 2. You can stick out standing 2 if you want. His jab anti-airs when it wants to. Sometimes it's amazing. Sometimes it's not. Like it really varies. Standing 2 is a better anti-air button, but it has more recovery. So ideally, you want to anti-air with that. Ideally, but I want to talk about his 4-3 more because his 4-3 is fucking busted. It's a high mid. It's a high mid. So you can be hit out of it. You can. You 100% can. Like if I just had her to mash jab, like you know what I mean. I can get hit out of this move. Not like, you know, it's not the super fastest thing in the world, but it does start up in 11 frames, and it's -1 on block. There's no gap. The second hit is a mid. You can even whip the first hit and just get hit with the second, and it's -1 on block. You know what that means? It means I'm mashing. It means it's still my turn. It's -1, which means we're basically neutral. Like, sure, if you mash down one in this situation, right? Say, and Rain smashing after, right? And I lost. Like, sure, I can beat him with that, but if I press anything else, I'm gonna lose. Like, I'm gonna lose. If I press any other button than down 1, I'm gonna lose, right? And it's a bit of a mind game. Hold on 1 second. It's a bit of a mind game because, boom. I can do this and then mash. If they don't know, they're gonna get hit. If they don't know that I'm mashing after that it's -1, they're gonna get hit. Boom, I'm +13. I can go into whatever, right? If they do know, they start mashing down 1 and beating me out after. Cool, I gotta block and hold that down 1 time. But the next time I do it, if they do down 1 again, I'll just block. So when they down 1, now she's -6. You know what I want to do when she's -6? You know what I mean? Like, it's great. It's too good. And I haven't even got into the fact that. Hold on 1 second. Too close. 0 on block. You see where I'm going, right? +1 on block. See where I'm going, right? Ah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. This can be +2 on block. There we go. Yeah, it can be +2 on block. So depending on the range you do this move at, I throw this shit out of half screen. I don't care that I'm mashing after. I might be plus. I might not be. Who cares? -1 plus neutral is damn near the same thing. You know, it's not your turn after you do this move, right? So it's super good. Make sure you abuse that move. Anyway, let's get into his specials. So he's got Qatar Toss, which is a pretty good fireball. Standard fireball. It has a lot of recovery, the regular fireball, but the EX is super good. Look at that shit, +20 from full screen. It's really, really good. It has like no recovery. The other thing that's really cool about this move, if I can remember how to work the training mode, if they're ducking, right? Obviously, you know, the high whisk. The EX is a mid, but not only that, you can throw it out and EX it midway through so they think it's a high, and EX it when it's over their head and they get clapped for ducking. So it makes them want to stop ducking. It does 9%. They just lost 18%. And sure, they can duck now that you don't have meter, but then like, you know, you get close and do something like that, like, you know, then we can get into when you have other moves equipped, then it gets more important, you know. You can stand up now. What else we got? Super kick as a universal special. Boom. It's a mid. It's obviously hella unsafe on block, as it should be. It's a launcher. You know, it is what it is. But it is a combo starter. If you don't know, Rain has a universal launcher, which is really good. It's something that a lot of people don't talk about what makes a character good. Having a universal launcher, like a character like Jackie has, a character like Scorpion has, it really, really comes in handy because a lot of characters don't have that. Like, being able to launch in any variation, like, no matter what moves I pick, I'm going to have a launcher. It comes in handy. It comes in handy. And the only move that replaces this launcher is a launcher in itself, but we'll get to that later. He has Evaporate. Oh, he doesn't have Evaporate. Okay. Well, he doesn't have the Argus Plunge either. Okay. So, I guess I got to get into the variation-specific moves. Because the other moves that are base moves are replaced in this variation. So, this is this competitive variation 1, where you get this move that absorbs projectiles, but it only absorbs 1, so be aware. Melina's throwing 2 projectiles at me, so it's not gonna absorb both. Just keep that in mind when using that move, but it has its uses, and once it absorbs 2 projectiles, hold on 1 second, I should have let it rock. Once it absorbs 2 projectiles, come here. Wow, not the move I meant to do. You get a crushing blow on that move. And yes, you can combo off of that. So that move is the Quantum Slice. Yes. Quantum Slice. This replaces the Argus Plunge, which I'll get to later, which is a base move. I think this move's okay. I don't think it's better than the Argus Plunge for reasons I'll get into later. But hey, you see that? -5 on block, so you can But the first hit is a high. Be aware of that. The other move, it just gives you the ability to do this move in the air. That's pretty much it. And then, you can go down. Like, you see in the trailer, it's working with that move. Trying to think what else to talk about from this base loadout. This you can side switch with. Oh, Rain is a side switch god, by the way. Side switching is the name of the game. So I do this, can side switch there. Obviously super kick. It's a side switch. Like, he can side switch at will. Getting cornered is not so scary when you're Rain because you can get out of the corner so easily. It's really nice. It's just another thing that just comes in handy. And we'll get into the corner later on and what moves you want to have and all that good stuff. So there's competitive 2. I know he has down back 1, Geyser Palm. This move is great for multiple reasons. Not only can it anti-air, look at the range. You don't even need to be near me. Like, you don't even need to be near me, right? And obviously I can combo after. But you can combo into it. And then having this move now gives you the ability to combo off of his jab string, which you normally can't do, right? You normally just don't have it. Like, super kick doesn't connect off of this. It just doesn't, right? So this move is really important, not only to have a potential anti-airing move, because this does not hit like grounded opponents. It doesn't. This won't hit Kodokan, like it won't hit him. But if they're in the air in any way, like, hey, congrats, But we also have Hydroplane and Riptide. Oh, Hydroplane. So Hydroplane is interesting. It's a very interesting move. It is unsafe on block, but you can EX it. Damn it. And get some pushback, right? So that's safer. I'm sure there's some reversals that can punish it still. You can cancel it, and then it has a crushing blow if you hold it for a little while. If I take her on block. If you hold it for a little while, there's a crushing blow on it. But I feel like the amount of time you need to hold it is like, it's not super long, but it's a little more than I would like. This is just like it could be a whip punishing tool. I say you get a knockdown, something like that, and you can cancel it. I'm not a huge fan of moves that take defensive meter to cancel. This does not make the move bad. It's part of why with Spawn, you don't see me do the back forward 2 cancels so often. I do it when I think I'm going to get zoned because it puts the fear of God in him for throwing a projectile. But this move is good in certain situations and certain matchups. That's how I view this move. I think there are certain matchups where this move really comes in handy, but I wouldn't put it in my all the time I'm going to use base moveset. Or variation moveset, I should say. Just put it out there. Excuse me. Then we have Riptide. Right? Riptide, that's the name? Yeah. The restand. So you can, whiff. Yeah, it doesn't combo off of that. But you can cut the combo a little bit short and go into that, you know. You can do that, dash up and go for something, you know. Oh, I didn't talk about his 242 string. His 242 string. I gotta talk about this string because it's important. It can be a big part of his moveset or it cannot be. It's I was gonna say debatable, but that's not the term I want to use. It's optional. It's optional. A lot of combo guys and a lot of players are gonna say use his 242 string, use his 242 string. It's super good. It's super good. It's super good. I have my reasons, but I hate this string. I'm gonna just show you. So that's a combo using his 242 string. Hold on 1 second. You know where I'm going. Bruh, let me break. Alright, well, the game ain't letting me... Well, maybe it's because it's coming off of that move. But long story short, like, say we have Rain just jump in. You can punish him. You see how that said punish? It's punishable. Like, if they break away and they know you're gonna... If they know you're gonna go for that string and they break away, they can punish it. That's my problem number one with the string. I'm not here to say the string is bad either. Because this ender is great. It does good damage. It leaves them right in front of you and it's plus 13. Which means if they don't delay the wake up, you can jail into back 3. If they don't wake up or delay wake up, they got to deal with that. So it's good. I mean, you can even go on in 4-3 on their wake up. But I just, you know, I'm not a huge fan. Also, it's a dial-in string, and I know you think this game is full of dial-in strings, but it's not. It's a dial-in string like Aaron Black's, it's a dial-in string like Spawn's, meaning to get more than one hit of the string, you have to do all of it really fast, and it's very easy to mess this up online. Like, you can do like input tricks, like just slide your thumb on all 3 buttons really fast, which is what I do sometimes, but if you're gonna use this move, I advise you go into training mode and practice it a lot. This is not something you want to use in your first rank match, which is why I didn't put it in my combo video. But yeah, it's just something you need to know. But it is a good string, at least a decent damage. Don't know how I forgot to mention that. But the restand. Restand is cool. I didn't mean to do that. As you can see, that whiffs, right? So the thing about the restand is mid-screen is not that great because one is very easy to whiff it. You can't just do the combos. You can't just do your B&Bs and end in restand. You have to alter them slightly. And then even if you do land it, look at the frame data. It's only +4 on block. Or on block. It's only +4 on hit. So when you restand them, it's only +4. And we're pretty far away. So nothing is guaranteed here. You can go for something. You know, you can go for that, go for this, go for forward 2, down 3, go for a jump in. You can do something. It's still your turn, but they don't have to hold whatever you do unless you're in the corner. Then everything works, and this move is godlike. And you're in the corner. If you have them in the corner, this move is amazing. Like it really is. It really is. Like I don't even know how to explain it. Like you, just anything you want to do. And I'll get into more like to other moves later, but there's another launcher he has where you can keep him in the corner for combos, and you know you just go crazy. You can into restand, and you're +4 in their face, meaning you can grab them, meaning you can back to them, which is it's a mix-up. Granted, they can duck the throw, but hey, then you hit them with the mid, right? Or you hit them with the jab string to mix it up. They see you whip the jab and think a throw is coming, you know, then they get clapped, right? It's really good in the corner. It is really, really good. And the thing about Rain, he has a lot of moves that are tailored to the corner, right? Which sounds bad. Well, it sounds bad to me. It might sound good to y'all. He has a lot of moves that are like good or better in the corner, but that's because his corner carry is stupid. Like he's got side switching for days. You know, he can side switch you, but at the same time, like say you don't have this move in your arsenal, right? You don't have down back 1. So you can't combo off a jab string, but the last hit's cancelable. So you can go into the Argus plunge, which we actually have now. And look at the corner carry on that move. It doesn't make no sense. and you're plus 11 on the knockdowns. Really, really good. This move is good. It's a charge move. Don't go thinking it's a shadow kick because it starts up in 20 frames and has to travel. It's not dumb fast, but you know it's good. This move is also an armor breaker. So if I can set homegirl to break away fast. Wow. Wow. It's okay, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to show it. I know what I have to do. That's not gonna work either, huh? Yeah. There you go. You do have to spend another bar if you want to crush and blow on the armor break, which sucks. You have to spend another bar meter. That's not ideal, but you know the regular move will still break armor. It just won't KB. So you know this move is good for that. You also have evaporate. This is a base move too. These are both base moves. They just weren't in variation one. This move literally takes them off the screen. It's like if you played MKX and you saw Ermax his vanish. It's like that. Like you're not on the screen. Like you cannot be hit. Wait, you're not on the screen. You can't be hit. But you can be thrown, so be careful. I don't know why you can throw them out of this. I don't like it since throws lose some. Since parries beat throws in this game, I'm really surprised at that change. But it is what it is. Take the bad with the good. Some other general things about Rain that I didn't really bring up is just keep in mind he has a 10 frame mid, right? So if they do something minus, like you can check them with this, but keep in mind that it's stubby, right? So let's say I have Melina to reversal, and we'll have her. What am I doing? We will have her reversal ball roll, right? Do you see what just happened right there? Ball roll is minus 24 on block. Very unsafe. But the punish is like whipping. It's not working, right? So you got to be careful. This will be a thing with this character. And I think some people thought he was bad because of this. But you can do one of two things, right? You can alter your combos, right? You can do something like that. Or you can dash up. Now, I played pre-patch Frost, who literally could not punish any characters. So I learned to dash up and jab punish people when they did moves that were unsafe but had pushback. So you can do that, or you know, like I said, you can use a different starter or dash up. You can dash up back too, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's a little harder to do because if the move keeps them in the air, you know, if you like, say I hit Melina when she's airborne. You know, you don't get the same juggle, or you get a juggle too early, and like your launcher might whiff. Like super kick might whiff, right? It might land, but it might not. Like it's just something to keep in mind. Just something to think about. That everybody isn't going to talk about with the character, but it's really important. Like that's going to happen to you in matches a lot. Like you're going to have to learn how to punish with Rain, but don't ever think that he can't punish. He's super good. Let's go to his last little competitive variation, and then I'm going to talk about the variation I made that I use and some other ones too. What we got in V3? Oh, water ball, tidal wave. Tidal wave is really good. As you can see, it's a low projectile style move. It whiffs from about here, but you can EX it. In the second hit will hit. Second hit is a mid, but the second hit is also much less negative. Like as you can see that minus 14, minus 3 with all that pushback. So you know you can do something like that and be minus 8, right? Just kind of important to point out, you know, just to keep them on their toes. Like you can do this. You can do 1, 3, instead of doing 1, 3, 4 or 1, 3, 3. Like it makes them have to think twice before they just, oh, I'm gonna duck your jab string or I'm gonna flawless block you. Like it's just another option to throw out there, and this is really good in the neutral. This move has some interesting properties. I think they low-key nerfed it, but this move can anti-air, like right. Like the EX one's got a crazy hitbox. Just putting it out there. Move is very useful. I use it, but I'm on the fence with it because I don't use it enough, not because the move is bad. Then we have water ball, the classic Rain water ball. As you know, you can throw them up, you can throw them down, you can throw them back for some reason, and you can throw them forward. And I want to show this from full screen. So you can get a combo from full screen off just throwing out a projectile, which is why this move is very useful. The other reason it's very useful, and I'm gonna screw this up, but it's all good. There we go. Oh damn. Well, if you get the ender, that does about 29-30%. So this is his high damage combo move. If you want Rain to get 30% combos and be able to convert off anything, off any random projectile to damage, use this move. This isn't the only move where he can get damage like that, but it's a good one. It doesn't combo off a jab string, right? Just like Super Kick doesn't, you know. Same thing there. So like I said, if you really want that, which is really good to have, it's really important to be able to get, 25, 27% off range jab string is a big deal because the jab string is so good. Like you have to use the strike throw mix off his jab string, his back two, his throw. You have to use that. It's really, really, really important. But again, like with other moves, in the corner, it's go time. And you can keep them in the corner with this combo. I'm just not great at it, which is why I don't use this move. But yeah, just another thing to note. Also, this move, Tidal Wave in the corner, look at the hit advantage. Really good. Plus 10 point blank range, right? So you can do something like this and then be plus 10, right? I mean, yeah. So like instead of like, say you don't have Weather Ball, say you have down back one and you have Super Kick and you don't have like a move, you don't have a launcher that like keeps them in the corner, right? It's just not something in your arsenal. You have this move though. You can just hit confirm into this. All landed, boom. Now that doesn't really do much damage, but it puts them back in the same guessing situation, right? And it's meterless. So you can like against players who don't block, you can just keep doing this and they will never get out of it if they don't block. So they start blocking, and then when they start blocking, you throw them. It's like some lower level RoboCop type stuff. But it's only in the corner, and it's not like a real vortex situation, but it is if they don't block. And if once you throw them, sure, it's over. But then, you back up, you whiff punish. Like, you got some options in the corner. This is a pretty good move. But yeah, that is his competitive variation 3. Now, let's talk about some of the moves I use and some of the moves I like. This is my variation, so I do have down back 1. Because I like having that. That's a simple BNB combo. I can do another combo and get about 27%, but it's not as reliable. Oh, I do want to talk about that too. I want to talk a little bit about the combos I use versus like the optimal combos. Like they're like the combos I use are combos that are best fit for me. It's just like Spawn, right? My execution isn't the best in the world. So I use the combos that do well enough damage, but they're the combos that I can hit consistently online. So that's an important thing to note. So like my combo ender is 1-3-3 into Qatar Toss on basically everything, right? It does good damage for the most part. If you can get a better ender, you would try to get an ender like this and do more damage, but that's harder to land and not as consistent. So just when you see me do that, that's exactly why I do it. We also have, what else do I have? Do I have down by 3? Yes. Okay, so I have that, and then I have Hydro Boost. Hydro Boost, right? H2O Boost, Hydro Boost. So this move is a launcher, right? On hit, it launches. Look at that, 29%. Do we even need to talk about what the possibilities are in the corner? And again, that's not optimal damage. You can definitely get more, but it's like 31% to me being plus and able to backdash and punish whatever they do. And if you have hydroplane, you can just use that move. And if they try to do anything, you can whiff punish them. Really good, comes in really handy. But there's even more to this move, which makes it even more interesting. This move is obviously very unsafe. It's a launcher, right? Not to mention when you do this move, you can go a little bit forward, you can go a little bit backwards. It's kind of noticeable, but not really. If you look at Rain, he slightly moves forward, kind of edges back. It's always unsafe, right? Even if you EX it, it's unsafe on block, -21, right? But the thing is, when you EX it, well, you get air options, right? And the jump kick is minus, so it's not like you're plus off that, right? And the thing is, they can't anti-air it. You know, they can't anti-air you. But at the same time, hold on, let me set her to block so I can do this correctly. Oh, you didn't even EX it, wow. Like you can, but if I screw up the timing on the down two, I get hit. I'm trying to show that he can beat the down two if he does a jump kick early enough. It's hard to show though. That might work. Nah, that won't work. Melina's down two might just beat the shit clean. But it's an interesting move. It's got an interesting like mind game to it because it's moves like this are usually fake, right? By fake, I mean that you can universally down to it. But with Reigns is interesting because it's minus if he hits you with a jump kick, but the jump kick can beat some down twos. But he can also do the jump. What is it? Jump two or jump one? He can also do the jump two. I'm really bad at this. There we go. It'd be plus. So if Raiden does this move EX into a jump 2, it's actually real. But the timing on it is much more difficult, right? The timing is much more difficult, and it doesn't have the same hitbox as a jump kick. Like, he's got Black Adam's jump 2. Like, it's broken as hell. This jump kick is ridiculous. I mean, like, it's nonsense. If you hit it high, it's negative, right? As it should be, because the move is nuts. But yeah, this move is really good because it opens up another door, another like level of the meta. Like, oh, am I gonna EX this on block when you're blocking and try to jump kick you? Am I gonna just do nothing? Am I gonna just back two in the back two in the back two? Am I gonna back two one, you know, into anything else? Or just grab you? Like, am I just gonna jab you? Like, there are a lot of options once you dash up, you know? And then go for a grab. Like, his pressure is really, really good. This move is really, really good. Yeah. So that's the variation I play the most. Got another variation right here that I made. This one is much more straightforward. Oh, she's not blocking. So I have the water ball, right? So combos is the name of this variation. Well, the name is Shoot the J. Shoot it. But it's more for combos, right? So I still have this move. You know, I can do that, but I can get combos for days. I can do this. I can do It's some more combos. Like, the damage don't stop. Like, that's not even optimal, 32%. You can probably get like 37. Like, you can get a lot of damage off this, basically, is what I'm trying to tell you. So that's what this variation is. So not only can I hit you with a stray, what you call it? You know, I can convert it for big damage if I want to commit to that. So that's what this variation is for. If you just say, look, man, I just want to do hella damage and I want to do a lot of damage on every touch and I want to be able to touch you from everywhere, pause, you know, boom. That's the name of this variation. Moves come in handy. Range is really good, man. Then I got this variation, which I don't remember what it is. Air August Punch, Hydro Plane Quiet. Oh, this is the runaway variation. So I have the Quantum Rift. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, the Quantum Rift. I have Hydroplane, and then I have the ability to do this in the air. So why I have it set up like this is because this will eat projectiles. So if a character's trying to zone you out, cool. You know, I can say I get a knockdown backdash. Well, I set this up. You know, I get far as hell away from you, and when you get close to me, I'm on some Raiden shit. And then I jump in the air and I fly the hell away from you. This is just to be annoying and obnoxious. That's all it is. That's all it is. This is more of a troll variation than anything, but it can work. Like, you can even put Tidal Wave down back 3 with the move where he punches the ground in this variation. You can put that in this variation, and then you can get some real zoning off because you have a good projectile. You have a projectile shield. And then if they get anywhere near you in the mid-range, you can hit them with the tidal wave from here. Like, it's got some practical application. This variation will be the most interesting because it has the last move that I haven't shown yet, besides Wave Dash, because I'm not showing it. The Lightning. This move is interesting. It's obviously a set play move. If you just throw it out, you know, they gotta hold it, obviously. I'm not gonna say it's plus. It's a set play move. Like, as soon as you put the move out, you can move freely and they have to hold it. You can enhance it. as you can see, right, mad advantage and shit. It does have some startup to it, but it's not the slowest move in the game. This move is more, do you want to use it? Do you want to develop setups for it? Do you want this kind of move in your gameplay? You don't need it. I'm not gonna say it's bad. I'm not gonna say it's great. It's what you make of it. It's not useless, right? But you are vulnerable during the startup, so you gotta like, you're gonna have to do something like this, right? So you won't be vulnerable. So you can do like EX, you know, and make them think about it, because you can combo off that. Like you can definitely combo off that. It's really important. I think this move is better. Once again, this move is better in the corner. You get a knockdown, boom. Whoa, oh, that's the other thing. You can do a close version, medium version, far version, and you can do a very far version. So you can do this from anywhere. This honestly can help you with zoning too. This is a 2-slot move, keep that in mind. But yeah, another thing to keep in mind, if you're right here and you do the closed version, you see how far away that is? So if you do EX closed version, it'll whiff. So you're gonna have to back up EX closed version. Then you can get your combos, you know, but that one will whiff. Keep that in mind. Just something to think about. But yeah, this is a set play move. That's all it is. You know, you're gonna have to get a knockdown, probably give up damage to use it. Which is why I don't love it, because me personally, I'm like, I already have other moves that can do similar things. Like it's good, but he doesn't need it, right? He already has a restand, he already has hydroplane, he already has ways to deal with you, like in the corner or on wake up or something. Like he doesn't really need the set play, but it comes in handy, and some people really like set play. It's a really cool move. Some people love it. I haven't seen it a lot because it's not as easy to just throw it out and just boom, boom. And it's a 2-slot move, so if you have this, you got to be careful what other move you pick, right? In this variation, I have this in the Quantum Rift, but that was just to show this move off, I think. But I had it in another variation. But this actually can come in handy though, because like say you do get a knockdown, you put this out to protect you from like a projectile. So like I'll put this out, then I'll put this out. Like I'm shielded from any fireball you try to hit me with from there, and I get to get my setup out. Like just something to think about, a possible application. But yeah, that's Rain in a nutshell, man. Rain is a character who wants to get in front of you, mix you, strike throw, mix you, throw you. His mobility is the best in the game. It's better than Fujin's. I thought Fujin's was broken and busted, but Rain's mobility is busted. They know it. That's why they gave him Wave Dash and banned it. But yeah, man, he's a really good character. He's a really fun character. I advise playing him, but he's gonna take some getting used to because he's different. And like Rain is an interesting character because he has something that I wish every character in this game had, and that's like he has different combo routes, combo enders for different reasons. Like the jab string, you know what I mean? I can literally in my combos, I can end my combos in this if I want to, the side switch. I can end it in you know, into 1-3-3 Qatar toss if it does decent damage and you know decent amount of hit advantage. I can end it in this if I want decent damage with the close knockdown with hit advantage where I'm right in their face. Like he like there's different reasons to do different things in Rain, and I really like that a lot. But yeah, he's a really good character. I advise everybody try him out. I love playing this character. He's making me kind of enjoy the game with this Combat League. So y'all know how that go. Anyway, man, if y'all like this type of content, please subscribe. I'm doing a Melina guide next, and then I'll move over to Rambo. Melina's super fun too. But yeah, man, I've been talking for 40 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Y'all stay safe. JSF, I'm out. Peace.